They pick and choose everybody else's story. You had a man on TV, construction workers, who said, what the fuck did he shoot him for? His hands is up in the air like this. Word. It's a video and audio where they clearly hear that.
Of course.
They denied in the court, said it wasn't credible.
Of course, not credible.
What do you mean it's not credible?
They want to talk to people after the fact.
Well, my thing is this. If he...
Who ain't credible.
Although I believe it's him stealing cigarillos ain't got shit to do with... I told the black person, well, he stole and he put himself in that situation.
But people still
I said, so if your goddamn grandson...
stole our asses.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
We're here.
If your
steal like a
grandson
motherfucker.
stole a cigarillo or a fucking piece of gum, I said, okay, so what about white people who fucking do bankruptcy all the fucking time? And I blew his head off. You think they gonna be saying he stole so I had the right to kill him?
No.
Get the fuck out of here. No. Nobody like deserve to die over no, and they're $1 here. $1
I know.
cigarillo.
I was like, cigarillo, that high?
$1 cigarillo.
$1 here.
Even if he told you after you told him get on the sidewalk and he said fuck you, you white piece of shit. If he said all that, he still didn't deserve to die.
Nope.
He still didn't.
Nope.
They said this man blood spatter began yards away when he started shooting.
True.
Oh, but he came back. What the fuck would you do if a motherfucker started charging after me after I'm shooting him?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? What did you expect? You shooting at this man.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought in his head, shit, I'm about to die. Might as well die trying to fucking kill him.
Fight.
All right, I'm coming back after your ass.
True. But I wouldn't have came back, though. I would have kept my ass.
But when you die, this is what you learn, and I learned this.
You said when you die?
When you are, that boy was dying.
So you died before?
You are, it's just like your head. Oh, I was just saying. Because I was just saying, what the hell?
I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
He said in his testimony, when he came back after me, it was like he didn't even see or notice I was there, like he didn't know where he was at. That is proof, fact, evidence of a person who's been shot and who was already gone and they're dying.
True.
If he would have kept jogging back like this, if dude was running at him, dude would have eventually fell and collapsed on his damn face.
Exactly.
You shot him in the head, brain, eye, arm, and all that.
He don't feel none of that shit.
You know, he don't feel that.
Yeah.
He don't know where the hell he at.
True.
You know what they said? Oh, but that dope. He was telling the truth. He was in fear for his life. How?
That man don't have a gun, bro.
He was, and then they start showing these fucking pictures stuff on wound marks. He's a white man, pale white man. They get mad. They get mad. That's what I'm saying. Rosation.
That's exactly what it was.
Thank you. Their face get red in anything. You can say Obama, and them motherfucking face will get bloodshot red. And you telling me you can't tell the distinction between that?
They can. They just
he had less wound marks than George Zimmerman.
That's it.
You didn't see no blood coming from his office.
It's only getting worse. It's only escalating.
But that's why I feel like there's still hope.
What's the hope?
Federal government.
Fuck the feds.
Obviously, you can say fuck the feds.
The federal government is what protects these people to do this.
I don't think so. Not this time.
It does.
I think state rights protect these people and white people protecting one another. But I don't think the federal government is going to have time to take a look at this.
Because they got so many other cases on top of that.
Do you know there's about 162,000 cases of police brutality annually.
Everywhere. And they pay off motherfuckers on the regular.
That too.
They pay off motherfuckers on the regular.
You had a dude that his store wasn't even really broadcasted. That boy who played for, was it Florida State or something?
Florida, FAMU.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Farrell.
He was hurt or something. And was knocking on somebody's door.
No. That was Renisha McBride in Detroit.
No, this boy was
talking about
Florida.
Yeah. Sorry, he went to FAMU.
And was knocking on the door.
He got shot. He was in a he was in a car accident. And the police officer shot him.
And they shot him. We didn't know he was a burglar.
Renisha McBride went for help. And the man shot her through the door.
She was drunk.
That's what I'm saying.
She was drunk, yeah.
But drunk ain't worth your life.
No, it's not. It's not. And then my thing is, you don't have to open the door. What you open the door for?
He didn't open the door. He shot her through the door.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
And she probably was just knocking.
I didn't even know that.
She had gotten in a car accident.
Help.
She had gotten in a car accident.
You hear help.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he didn't open the door at all.
He shot her through the door.
But I believe
that's why you know what's crazy? Let me say this though.
Why do they perceive us as a threat?
Thank you.
But you know what? They know they know they've done so much fucking shit to us. They know it's at any given moment. Say?
I'm frightened. I'm scared.
I know. They always say, I don't know why they take it upon us.
Oh, bitch,
that
you
was
knew.
My ancestors.
Bitch,
that wasn't
you
us.
knew.
You are the
you're still perpetuating
of your ancestors.
But the thing is, you're still perpetuating it today.
True, and you don't care.
You
don't care. You don't care.
You versus a white man gonna have the same credentials. Who you think gonna get the job?
And do you think that white man gonna say?
Oh no, he's.
Do you know white high school dropouts have the same employment rate as black male college grads?
You better preach now. You better preach in this motherfucker. Wow.
And what? And how is Obama gonna change that?
He can't do it by himself.
Who can he do it with?
I don't know.
For me, it's really about we got to make our own. Yeah. But even when we make our own.
You'll try to come tear it down.
I bet you the white people would think they don't need black people.
Well, I think
they need us.
I think that. Well, of course they do.
They do.
Who else are they gonna
stop?
Who else are they gonna?
They're gonna steal from and imitate.
Who else are they gonna steal from and imitate? Who else is gonna teach them how to dance?
That too. But they fail to realize you're still going to have white people who's going to be out there with us. Say if you had one black person who can just incite black people to say, you know what?
I think that's me.
I'm sick of this shit.
I think that's me.
I'm not going to work tomorrow.
I think that's me.
Who I'm not fucking buying from a white store. Although they ain't got nothing to do with this case, but okay, let's think. I'm not going to school tomorrow. I'm not buying from no fucking store. I'm not sending my kids to school. I'm not doing none of that shit because they think that black people are dumb. We the ones who fucking credit their schools. They can say that we are the ones who accredit.
That's what I learned today.
If we stop doing all this shit and then stand our ass on Washington, you're gonna have white people standing with us. Then you're gonna have mad fucking Hispanics and say, well shit, the white man try to throw our ass out here too.
Let's get together.
What they gonna do? We ain't spending shit, buying shit. This country can fucking goddamn
fold
is all I give a fuck. And then that's when the law changed.
I agree. But all I know is in the civil rights, it goes back to what you said.
But what do you do about the black people who are so lost in the sauce and so entitled?
Who think they Uncle Tom's and shit. They think they're
You
part
ever
of
seen GOP black chick on Twitter?
No.
Don't even get me on top of that. I seen Tom Weston. He a fucking senator of Florida. Don't even get me on her.
You know why I don't fucking like it? Tavis Smiley.
No, I'm sorry. I gotta disagree with you. Him and Cornel West.
Hold on, man. Him and Cornel? They both lost their motherfucking mind.
You know who lost their mind? Al Sharpton and fucking Jesse Jackson. That's who lost their fucking mind.
Jesse ain't never been a part of this shit.
Al Sharpton. Oh, you know.
I'm sorry. Al Sharpton only eats like 900 calories a day.
Ain't even about that. I can't even. See, you
that nigga frail as a bitch.
You told transformation.
Puts his ass on the ground.
Is she sick?
I thought it was
you can knock that nigga over with a feather.
Puts his ass over it.
Al Sharpton with the perm.
The perm? Stout as a bitch. Nigga look stout as a bitch. But
don't call Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson for me. Because they only make money off of black people crimes when it's important. They see black people having a riot.
Of course.
But you don't see them goddamn shit that they watch every day.
They ain't never there.
See them.
Never there.
Cornel West and fucking Tavis Smiley, they.
And they're both against Obama too, so.
I don't think, they're not really against him. I think what they want him to do is they want him to
do what I said?
Worrying about.
To do what I said, right? Not worry about white folks.
No. They ain't what you necessarily said.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
They want him to
you said I was wrong for that.
No, you said as far as he ain't caring about black people. They want him not to just worry about, but they want him to have the mentality to say, look, kind of if every white Democrats, Republican get away with how they feel, cuss, do all that shit, then surely I can do the same thing. And if I'm mad by something, I will. They speak their opinion, I'm going to speak my opinion. That's all they want, because they know that if he do that, black people who are strong people are going to stand behind him.
That's exactly what I said.
They are going to stand behind him.
That's exactly what I said.
But you have to be smart. Obama is smart with it though.
And that's what I said. I said that Obama can go forward and push these issues because, like you just said, he's smart and he's looking for us to back him.
But you need white people help.
Of course. You're going to always need white people help.
But you're not going to get white people help if you're in that position.
You probably will.
Tavis Smiley and Cornel West.
So they can't speak if they're not. They can't speak on a man if they're not in a position. They can't speak on it. They're not respecting authority. You have to always respect authority. When you are a person who's on a lower level, who don't have the same responsibility he has, you gotta respect this man. You cannot speak out against him like that. Ooh. They didn't speak as strong as they speaking right now against Bush. He shit on all of us.
Who are you talking about?
I think
Tavis and Cornel West.
No, they murdered that man.
Shit.
They did.
They murdered
It just seems like it hurts so much more because he's black.
I don't think so.
They murdered that man.
But then again, everybody talked about George Bush. It was the running joke that he was an idiot. Even white people.
I mean, he's an idiot though. I mean,
and Obama killed that man during the election. He killed that man during the election. That's the only reason why he was elected first time, because he had something to stand on and say. But still, even the second time,
he won against John McCain and Mitt Romney. They both was ass to me. They were not formidable opponents, personally.
I think also, but I think in the second election that what helped a lot is that Mitt Romney is filthy fucking rich.
Of course.
And he don't understand.
You coming right off, the economy was in the shitter. And we already have a distrust for the wealthy.
Very true.
And that man did not release no tax return.
And he put off...
Said he don't see why. His dad was governor.
His ass pulled out a chalkboard and some high-waisted jeans.
Exactly.
Trying to be like, well, this is what I know.
And then he said that 54% of the world is not important. We're going to try to focus on 47%. And then he spoke about... And then offshore accounts he had in China. A lot of his businesses he was profiting in China. So that killed him. That killed him right there.
And when he was talking about the poor, he said, "I'm not worrying about the poor because we have a safety net for the poor."
There it is.
What is your safety net?
Talk about trickle down. Don't shit trickle down.
Welfare and all of that. What is your safety net for the poor? No. They already don't have nowhere to fucking stay. So what alternative do you have for them?
Nothing. Get rich off them.
They get rich
profit them. That's it.
Just say, hey, I got a job for you.
But as much as we speaking, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. As much as we speaking about we speaking really, really nice right now, right? But what's gonna happen in 2 years though?
Hillary Clinton is gonna be president, and they're gonna let her get away with as much as they feel like they want to get her away with.
You know, it's a black lady supposed to run as Democratic Party too. Most people don't know that yet.
Who?
I forgot her name.
Who? If it ain't Condoleezza Rice,
no, it ain't Condoleezza.
She's Condoleezza.
I seen
but Condoleezza really wants to be NFL commissioner.
If it ain't Condoleezza Rice,
needs to be body slamming the booth.
I bet you this: if Condoleezza Rice ran for fucking president, whether black or Republican, I guarantee you Condoleezza Rice will win over Hillary. I guarantee you that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Condoleezza been fucked. She's been fucked already. Ain't no way she can show her face or call her foul. They both cannot show their face.
She was with one of the most devastating economic
collapses.
Administration.
And she was ahead of that shit. Ahead of that
People love Condoleezza. Her approval rating is higher than fucking President Obama's.
I don't like Condoleezza Rice.
That's not really saying much, though.
It ain't saying much, but her approval rate already been.
Okay, approval rate, but who are they fucking polling? They're not polling black folks.
If Condoleezza Rice ran for president and it was just her and
you vote for her? You vote for her over Hillary?
It depends.
I need to see what the issues are.
I'm not going to sit there and say that I would discredit her. I might want to make history again because white people dick us fuck over. And the white people, you know what they going to be thinking? So why can't I think this? Even if it's about the issues, they don't regard to us anyway because they do what the fuck they want to do.
True.
If it's less to when it all came to it, I voted for Obama because he is black. I worry about the issues first.
Me too.
Because he was a Republican, my ass wouldn't have picked him if he was an arrogant Republican. But if he was running on the same platform, how he did and was a Republican, I would have voted for him.
Yeah, I would have too.
Because we cannot sit there and say, now this is what to some a little extent I agree with white people. We do hold black people hands sometimes too much.
Yes, we do.
And we get them complacent to be in the system.
Agreed.
Oh, they gonna take your food stamps.
Oh no.
I gotta get a job.
Not my Section 8.
No, we know people like that. I told them that they ain't got no job because they gonna cut my food stamps.
Yep.
Why do you want to live off $189 a week on food stamps when you can probably make more if you put your mind to it, they fucking buy more groceries in it.
But then think about it, look at it like this. You live in the projects.
I have a family.
Did your grandma, I don't know if your grandma live in that, I'm just saying. My grandma, and this will gets me to think that sometimes we hold their hand too tight. My grandma never accepted no welfare for my mom.
Mine either.
Only had one child since she was fit. No, and I understand that everybody ain't strong like that. I'm not as strong as my grandma, but she did it. So if she can do it and still be a Democrat, then clearly we can do it.
I think also our communities are totally different now
and I agree with that.
They were back then.
And I agree with that.
Capitalism has ruined us. We don't even know our neighbors. We don't give a fuck about our neighbors. We don't help each other out. But if you needed food stamps,
you needed food stamps back then than you do need now.
True.
Black people was surviving off 50, 25 cents an hour back then.
Ham,
so if they could have did it back then without no handouts, because welfare wasn't invented in it.
My mom still eats sauce meat.
That shit look like carpet.
That shit like some wild ass Jello. Like some old ass Jello.
It look like when you pull up carpet.
Yep.
It look like carpet.
That pink shit.
I don't do that.
That pink shit.
Y'all can have that.
Sauce meat. They was eating motherfucking fatback.
Whatever. Pigeon,
anything.
Whatever they kill.
Listen, I got some streakoline in my damn fridge.
Well, look, we had to talk. We gonna have to talk.
It's like pork.
Mm-hmm. Salt. It's probably salty as a motherfucker too.
But my daddy wants something in case he makes some cabbage.
Are you talking Scrapple? Is that
no?
Scrapple is beef.
I didn't say Scrapple. I fuck with Scrapple.
I like Scrapple too.
I never had Scrapple.
I love Scrapple with some eggs on the sandwich.
Only thing I really eat is fatback.
My grandma's making
I don't really eat bacon. I eat sausage more, Dustin. I don't eat bacon.
I'm trying to get out of pork anyway.
Kim has got out of pork. I'm
really
not
trying to. I
haven't left pork yet.
I ain't lying. I would die with pork.
I love pork. I'm not giving that shit.
But
I will give up beef before I give up pork.
Me too.
Give me the beef.
And I give up beef. I give up beef for like maybe 2 years. I give up beef. I didn't eat a burger. I didn't eat shit.
The
no beef.
pork is killing us.
I ain't no cow.
If you want to be honest, meat is killing us.
Thank you. In general,
you can't be discriminatory. Meat is killing us.
Nigga, fake ass tilapia is killing us. You got fucking low grade fucking cow meat.
Yeah,
mad cow disease.
You know what I think? Got a lot of shit. It's certain things. My great grandma, who is 97, she's not a pork eater.
True.
Never been a pork eater in her whole life. She eat red meat in moderation. Not saying this is something she trained herself to do, but it's just I don't really like red meat. I don't like pork, but she eat fish, all that shit.
What kind of fish?
She used goddamn.
Where's she from?
What kind of fish?
Navy Hill. I don't know if you know what Navy Hill was, but that's where the convention center is now. All they used to be majority black people. They knocked all this shit down, built the highway and all that shit. She from there, 97 years. Now she live in Jackson Ward on First and Federal and the Highwards, Fade Towers. 97 years old. And I said, what do you be doing? She said, well, I eat what I want to eat. And the doctors say don't eat it, but what is living if you going to just be constrained to what the doctors say?
True.
They do
and they don't know shit. And they don't even know shit personally.
Well, when she came up, food was way different. Higher quality.
It was fresher.
Much higher quality.
No. They came up off, what you call it? Did you say street meat earlier? What did you call it? Street? You might have said something different. What did you say? Street?
Souse? He said souse meat.
No, but then you said some.
What, Scrabble?
You said something different. No, she said something like street, screeple. Not scrap. I said scrapple, but something you said like, no, I got some in my refrigerator.
Streakoline.
Oh, damn, my bad. Stringoline, whatever. Works. I don't know what that is.
It's basically pork fat, but it's got a streak of lean meat in it.
So when
she came off shit like that.
Most people fry that as fatback.
She came off fatbacks and chicken backs and chicken and pigeons and coons.
But think about it like this.
And all that.
Think about it like this. This is also before meat had so much antibiotics.
There it is.
And before GMOs.
Farming.
Like my dad is originally from a farm. Like he's from Granville County, North Carolina. And he lived on a farm up until he was like maybe 6 or 7, 8. And he used to go back every summer and work the farm. My granddaddy had a tobacco farm.
Same with my pops.
They would literally, whatever they ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they had just picked a few hours earlier. Mm-hmm. String beans. He said they didn't really eat that much meat, but they had squash, they had string beans, they had fresh biscuits every day.
Plenty of vegetables.
you're eating fresh food every day. Food that hasn't been sitting in the grocery store.
So do y'all think we're gonna die from cancer?
I think our food has
let's
been...
really think. Do y'all think our ultimate death would be cancer?
Yes.
I won't just say cancer because diabetes is about to be on fleek
diabetes.
too.
But I think today, what's the difference between us and our older generation? Like my grandma just died, knows with diabetes. They're seeing me and her. She's at an age where she said, I've been doing it this long, and I'm content, and I'm still going to do what I want to do.
True. Versus
us, if they tell us at our age, you got diabetes, we might take a little serious in a person that's 60, 70 years old because they said,
because they're in the finish line.
I'm great. You know what I'm saying?
I did a lot of shit.
But I don't think be honest, I think cancer will be our death. God forbid, I hope it don't.
True. That's why I have stopped eating certain things. If you look at my camera, I don't have no fucking salt in there. I don't have any fucking butter. I don't use a lot of like salty, fatty. I don't use a lot of none of that shit. I bake most of my food. Cook everything on the stove. I don't eat at McDonald's. I don't eat at Wendy's. I don't eat at Hardee's.
Well, most cancers they find out they come from
processed food.
Processed food.
True. You gotta watch the lean. Far as fat, you gotta watch.
Who can afford that?
You can afford it if you choose to.
You can but you can only get a limited option.
Yeah, I buy my food weekly.
But you know what you should do?
You look at my freezer, there's nothing in there. I buy my food weekly.
But you know what I do?
What do you do the rest?
What you mean?
Like what you do 7 days out of the week. If you buy weekly, what do you buy to last you all 7 days?
I'm gonna tell you what I usually buy. I buy fresh lettuce, organic lettuce. I buy peppers, onions. I buy parsley. I buy I love red pepper, I can't lie. That's probably bad, but I love red pepper. Fresh chicken breast. I buy fresh tilapia. When I'm gonna eat fish, I cook it right then. I buy fresh salmon right then. So I decide which I probably the only baddest thing I do eat is probably I just had tonight. I got I had wheat pasta. I fixed hamburger meat, but I made sure it was 90% meat and then it was 10% fat. That's why that's why I eat turkey burgers. They fresh turkey burgers though. I get the turkey meat, I ball it up, maybe put onion in that jingle knot, cut it up. You know, I try my best. I probably, my doctor told me I'm probably the healthiest person he's seen for my weight. Dead ass serious. Because I don't eat sweets. I don't eat honey buns and cakes and none of that shit. I don't eat cupcakes.
That might be unhealthy in your ass. That's
but I drink though. I drink and I eat late. That's my biggest thing, that I don't exercise enough. That's my doctor told me that. That was maybe last week. Well, last month. Like, that's the only thing I do that's negative.
So when he said that you drink too much, was it because you told him that, or he tested something?
No, I told him.
Hey, Mike, you drink too much.
I told him I drink.
So he would have never checked or known.
He would have never known.
Drink too much. He ain't do nothing.
I said,
that's another thing.
I drink about 4 or 5 days.
Today's doctors, people can give me that white doctors are good type shit. I think is a hidden agenda. I'm not listening to that.
True.
You telling me
especially
that
when you got insurance. Oh,
that's
don't go in there without insurance.
If you drink too much,
don't go in there without insurance.
You telling me you don't know no signs or nothing, or you're not gonna do no testing. That test can tell you.
Don't check.
Do you drink? Oh, how much do you drink? Because this is saying something different.
They don't check.
They wait till I think they always see it.
Of course.
They wait till it's too late to say.
Oh, you need to go ahead and
discover this. You know.
That's why for me.
You never felt any pains other time.
There should be other times. You know, there should be other telltale signs.
Of course. Liver, lung, when you breathe, like that shit affects everything. I learned that drinking affects everything. All your liver, from your kidneys to your lungs, how you breathe, all that shit affects. So I've learned what I feel like. I'm not perfect. I do act the fool now.
Goddamn,
I go to Captain Jordan's and get fucking in.
Who the fuck you telling me?
I occasionally go to Wendy's and get a triple with cheese. I get
that quadruple whenever I can. And
I didn't even really soda for this.
I don't like shit like that.
What?
I don't like nobody thinking because they are bigger than somebody else that the person who's smaller is either doing something right.
Most people do that shit.
Or
it's smaller doesn't necessarily mean you're healthier.
Yeah, I do not. I really don't like shit.
Most people do, but I don't give a fuck. I learned
Cause you never know, cause I eat unhealthy shit, and I'm telling you, I can't tell you every time I go to the doctor is a doctor's good for it. They didn't tell me you got a regular heartbeat. Oh, this something you got to worry about.
Word.
Oh, you got IBS. Oh, okay, this something else I got. Well, you need to watch what you eat. So you know,
my cholesterol is good. I mean, like for me, I just know. Like I told y'all before, when I had that, like I had a mean health scare when they told me I had bronchitis. Bronchitis. I gotta stop letting niggas smoke in the crib because I'm catching a whole bunch of secondhand smoke and I don't even smoke.
I'm glad that's your health scare.
You see what I'm saying?
My health scares be shit like cancer and shit like that. Every time I be like, look, doc, and he be like, you know what? I might need to diagnose you with hypochondria. Because every time I go in there, he say something, I be like, doc, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't tell me no shit I got lung cancer. Don't tell me that shit I got colon cancer.
That's why I said don't fuck with no
tell me I got no brain cancer. Don't tell me that shit. He was like, well, the results. I was like, don't even tell me what the results. Because I will fucking walk out here now. I don't want to hear that shit.
I think
I might need a diagnosis.
Like my pops told me, and I'm going to be the same way. Because my pops told me, like, if I ever have anything, I'm not going to no hospital. I'm not taking no chemotherapy. None of that shit. That shit kills you, bro. Chemotherapy kills you. If your body ain't strong to survive it, it will kill you.
Oh yeah,
right
I've
then and there.
People with chemo and they
weekly. It will fucking drain your ass.
As a dog.
I refuse.
And I've seen some people went through it and they
came back. I have too.
They said, I thank God because I never felt any type of
side
effects and nothing, and they still live.
No, for me, no. Because too many people in my family have took chemo or have did lipo surgery or they did some wild shit and they ass ain't make it. Most people in my family have died because of surgeries. Dead ass serious.
And see, and and that's why
I just don't think that's meant for us.
I thank God that I haven't had to go through no type of surgeries.
Me either.
So far.
True.
I thank God because when you under anesthesia, you do not know what they doing.
You do not know.
You don't know what the fuck they cutting, and all they got to do is say they went to cardiac arrest.
They done.
And they don't think you're going to go and sue them because they saying, okay, well, they said it was serious the whole time, so they must have.
You had to sign something. You had to sign something when you take a surgery.
I had an aunt who goddamn went for leg surgery at Richmond Community. They called my grandma that evening, like 2 hours later, said your sister died of cardiac arrest. Well, it's not that bad of a hospital.
Shit. I think they
lack
community. They lack resources.
Is terrible. Yeah, exactly. Resources.
Because they're the black hospital.
Yeah,
other than that, they're not that bad.
I go to Regional Memorial Region. I'm sorry.
Oh, listen. Shit. Do you go to them?
That's the one on Hanover.
Yes. I'm petrified.
Hell no, I'm not going. Hell no, I'm not going.
I'm petrified of them.
I'll go to community and let them send me to retreat before I go out to damn Hanover.
Now retreat is I'm gonna tell you the worst jank though. Johnson Willis.
You send me to Johnson.
Oh hell no! Go there then.
Or you send me to goddamn.
They almost killed my uncle and my aunt. Hell no!
They didn't listen. Hanover Memorial didn't kill the hell of
racist as fuck.
They didn't kill the hell
I went there for a black problem.
If you don't have insurance, they will probably.
No. They don't give a fuck about insurance.
Every time I've been there, I got insurance. You
know what they always think? Either you don't got insurance or you here for pain medicine like Percocets. That's the only thing they think. I went in there, this lady did a poke test. I said my back hurt. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I'm unemployed right now. I don't know. My back hurt in this area. And I told no, it don't matter. I told her ever since because I try to be
normal.
No, not normal. What's the word? I try to be not always a militant with my thinking. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give this white woman the benefit of the doubt and say she might be a good doctor.
I said, I don't want no white woman.
I told her, I said I'm unemployed, whatever, but she didn't know if I was on my mom's insurance. She didn't even know if I was fucking rich. Yeah. She don't know that. She coming there poking or you pull a muscle. That's how do you know? Because you saying all the symptoms of a pulled muscle.
See?
As a doc, I'm not trying to be funny, but you didn't do any type of x-ray, anything. I'm telling you, this shit ain't no pull. This been going on for months and months.
I don't know. What the fuck you did when you went in there?
Mr. Cunningham, you know what she said? No, I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
Mr. Cunningham, I'm going to be honest with you. You don't work, you don't have insurance, so I don't want to do any tests that cost you money.
There it is.
And you know what I told her? Being the black man that I am, and I don't give a fuck who you are, I told her, I said, you don't know if I'm rich. You never asked me did I have insurance. I just told you I was unemployed. You don't know which I was covered under my mom insurance.
Exactly.
So you don't know, and my mom got great insurance for us.
True.
You don't know that. I'm saying your job is to be a doctor to see what is fuck wrong with me. True. Not to tell me anything about insurance, because you're not an insurance claim agent. You are a fucking physician.
But they are.
She told someone, well, I'm going to write you a prescription. I said, no, you keep your prescription.
Bro,
and my ass walked out there, crunched over, and I didn't give a shit.
You. But I'm just telling you what the system is. Like, that's why I say what I said in the beginning, because I heard people say the same shit who told them they didn't have insurance or hinted to the fact they didn't have insurance. And they treated them like pure shit. For me, they treated me like a king in that bitch, dog. King. And when I took Kim in that gym. King. Kim got better insurance than I got with her job. They made sure she had X-rays.
Like that?
And that shit is fucked up, because
you know why?
That's the way the system is.
Why does it have to? If you are,
that's how they get paid.
That's how they get paid.
That's how they get paid.
They get paid well off insurance.
That's how they get paid.
The hospital.
No, they get paid.
The hospital gets paid. Now, all of that, there might be extra income, but you also have a lot of people got insurance who that hospital ain't got to worry about fucking getting broke.
Yeah, of course.
Like MCV.
Yeah,
the only reason we got the VCC program now is because the group called Richmond is involved in strengthening our community. Stood up and said, I'm sick of this shit. For those homeless people to be homeless, all y'all do is say, oh, this is what you got. Send them out in the streets and they die. That's the only reason why they now have a program set up that people without insurance, they will pay for it, because it's come to find out it's a state hospital. True. You got fucking money to care for the least of these. If Spain goddamn got a system where everything is free for people to get sick, have surgery, chemo, all that is free, then why the fuck you the richest country in the world, you can't goddamn care for your poor people?
Exactly. I agree.
So you don't have to tell them anything.
That's why I say don't ever send me to be.
They shouldn't have to give a fuck about. No, don't send them to no hospital.
Shit, you get shot, nigga.
You gotta go. But I have to say, although MCV used to be, and they might be some.
Don't fuck around and go to no hospital and shit.
MCV to me is, out of all the hospitals I experienced, I had the vouch.
They've been the
MCV.
worst. They've been the worst.
They might make you wait a long time.
They almost fucking. Parents' ass almost was disabled. Because they took so long to fucking put her cast on her back.
I know a lady.
She was almost in a fucking wheelchair, bro. Dead ass.
I know a lady who was at St. Mary's who had, they said this was the 5th lady in the United States to go to my church named Petra. She had blood clots in her sinus vessels in her head.
Word. They
said we never did anything like this before, but we flew in a doctor, whatever, who's done it.
Word.
They did some shit, fucked it up. They requested, go to MCV. Sent her to MCV. The lady is in better condition than she probably would have been if they sent. My cousin went to St. Mary's because she had stomach cancer. 13 years old, stomach cancer. You know what they did? Instead of them saying, let's send you somewhere else where we can get a second result or so more doctors can see what's going on, she don't have no stomach. They tied her esophagus to some fucking organ, her large intestines or something in her organ, and cut out her stomach. Instead of just taking out the part, MCV said the only thing they had to do was cut out the part where the cancer was, because it was on the size of a walnut. And they could have attached the stomach back together. They didn't do that. And they saved her life. It might be different for some people. I can't speak for other people. But all the times I've been, they might make you wait long in the emergency room as far as if you got less minor conditions. But anything life-threatening, cancer, anything, they look out for your ass.
I feel you. I'm not saying they bad all around. All I'm saying is for me, I know Johnson Willis, almost killed my uncle, and my aunt. My aunt had stomach cancer as well. They was gonna send her. The only reason why, you just give credit to what you just said. The only reason why she survived because they sent her to NCV. Only reason. Period.
And Richmond Memorial? I mean, Regional Memorial?
Yes.
Yes, my ass. I hope you don't go there if you're in a situation.
I will go there.
Like that.
I probably will go there. Yes. Every time I've been there, it's been awesome. They have found out every problem.
What have you been there for?
Some weak shit.
Like what?
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. What have you been there for?
I mean, it's probably been there for like When I had my abscess on my tonsil.
Okay, that's something that.
I just said it was weak shit. So
but I'm saying, but
howl on me.
I ain't saying I hope that you ever have to, but
I probably won't. But
go there for nothing serious. Don't go there for no heart transplant. Don't go there for no fucking chemo.
I'm gonna go to
cancer.
a specialist.
Don't go there for a specialist.
I would sooner go to MCV for big shit. But little shit, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to.
No, don't go to MCV for little shit because you be there fucking 8 hours.
You'll be there for 9 years. You be dead as a bitch in the fucking.
I was there for 12 hours for a fucking thumb, and I said, look, please. I don't give a fuck.
It wasn't major enough. You need to tell them.
Yeah, and they said,
I'm about to die.
You need to go.
I broke my thumb, but my heart feel like it's ready to bust.
I have chest pains and because
a lot like a motherfucker.
My back ain't gonna lie, was hurting. My back was hurting like a bitch the other day.
Word.
But I was strong enough to walk like this and that.
So you was being strong. See,
I went in that motherfucker.
You need to act weak as fuck.
No. I said I was strong enough to walk in there like this.
Word.
Although my pain was hurting.
Okay. Word.
When I tell you I walked in that bitch like this.
Limp as a bitch.
And I was goddamn moving like this.
So this old man over there.
I said, look, ma'am, I don't know what happened. I was at work. But I can't move past here. You might got to I was glad like shit, but I know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because if I walked in, they would say, oh, he's fine.
Bro.
I walked in there. 5 minutes, they got the whatever radar they do.
Yes.
10 minutes after that, come to the back. An hour later, I was out.
Of course. I'll tell you, my dad be at the VA, bro. He be putting on like a motherfucker.
You gotta.
Bro, I be in tears, dog.
My insurance ready to run out of January. You
ain't gonna have your ass waiting long as a bitch.
Bro, my dad be in that bitch with that cane, bro.
Your daddy not even old.
He had a knee brace on that bitch.
He probably gonna go in there with a damn money collar next.
He fucking around have a full gray ass beard. He don't even put no color on that bitch.
Flour.
He be just straight flour on that bitch. He wear that bitch out for a couple of days. Man, I be in tears, dog. Bro. He come in that thing, he have his little veterans hat on. That shit propped up and shit.
Yeah, like he a farmer or something.
Bro, I be so weak.
But you know what?
So I be getting 80%.
My dad.
Give this 80% fucking. He put that goddamn K to the side. He said, I had to get that 80% today. I said, I see you in there. I said, yeah, I seen your ass too.
My daddy don't be having them issues, but
oh man,
he just go for his checkups.
True shit. That shit crazy.
Man. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should start doing that. Just go for my checkup because you gotta be careful what you do and ask for because you might get it.